How supply chain management problems killed Target Canada. Introduction. This case study is about Target making a global expansion to Canada. It talks about all the management, organization, and technology factors that contribute to the problems that caused Target Canada to close 133 stores and 17,600 employees to lose their jobs. How important was supply chain management for Target Canada? How did it relate to the business model? The supply chain was very important for Target Canada. They didn't use the same supply chain software they used in the United States because it didn't include features specific to the Canadian market. Even though it was a familiar system and it had proven success for managing the U.S. operations, they opted for a new software package solution. Target Canada was unable to keep track of its products or make sure products were being ordered, stored, and shipped. In the beginning, too few products were arrived at the distribution centers, which left the store shelves bare. Later, the distribution centers became overwhelmed with too much product. Target had the stock, but it was stuck in the distribution centers because the information systems could not properly compute shelving locations. Supply chain issues also meant Target couldn't offer online shopping right away. Identify all the problems Target Canada encountered that prevented it from becoming a successful retailer. What were the management, organization, and technology factors that contribute to these problems? Target Canada encountered many problems that prevented them from becoming successful, such as software problems, logistic problems, bad data, poor inventory management, inadequate training, and communication issues between the warehouse system and ERP solution. Target's management had to decide whether to customize the domestic systems so they would work abroad, or move to a new system for Canada. They opted for a new ready-made software package solution, thinking it would be implemented faster, even if the company had little experience actually using the system. Target constructed 3 new distribution centers. Target was unable to keep track of its products to make sure the right amounts of products were being ordered, stored, and shipped. Target's information system couldn't properly compute shelving locations. The retail store check system was unreliable and didn't process transactions properly. Target had to update supply chain management, pricing, and software for handling multiple measuring systems and currencies. How much of Target Canada's problems were technology-based? Target Canada had a lot of technology problems. The supply chain software was full of flaws. Important information was missing. There were numerous typos. Sometimes the wrong currency was used. They tried to use a ERP system they didn't have experience with. They selected a POS system that hadn't been properly customized for the Canadian market. How responsible was management for Target Canada's problems? Management should have thought the whole process through and not rushed it. They needed to get the right software and technology tools in place and work out all the issues before making the move. They didn't spend enough time training staff on how to use the technology tools. What things should Target Canada have done differently to be successful? There are many things Target Canada could have done differently to be successful. First, they shouldn't have rushed the global expansion. They needed to have a good supply chain management software in place that could have converted the currency and measurements. They needed a good distribution system that could keep track of the products being ordered, stored, and shipped. They needed to make sure their point of sale system was working properly. They should have kept the Canadian price equal to the prices in the United States instead of charging more. They needed to train their employees properly with all the technology tools. What were the issues with the point of sale POS system not working properly in Canada? The terminals for cash payments took too long to boot up and sometimes froze. Items wouldn't scan, the self-checkout stations gave incorrect change, or the POS system would not provide the correct price. Why was SAP chosen for the new software package solution in the Target Canada stores? SAP was selected because of its functionality in enterprise resource planning, or ERP, and supply chain management, as well as capabilities for supporting different languages and currencies. In conclusion, Target opened its first Canadian store in March 2013. Target Canada dealt with many management, organization, and technology issues that caused them to lose their doors. They had spent $7 billion on expanding into Canada, and it was not projected to show a profit until 2021. On January 15, 2015, Target Canada announced it was filing for bankruptcy protection. All of Target Canada's 133 stores were closed, and 17,600 employees lost their jobs.